Okay, we got the tin HiFi T4 retail package. You guys have seen the video before and like what's going on. Can't do reviews for demo samples. It's for obvious reasons. People want to see what they're going to get in the box. This is the T4, just came in today, and this is the box that it comes in. It's got the rubber type coating on it. There's not really a lot of info or any splashy type of advertisement on it. There never really is with the tin HiFi. They simply make good stuff. T2s super popular. T2 Pros for people that like bright was popular. T3s popular. I don't think the T2 has been eclipsed yet until now. If this is measured to be the same as the one that I had before in the previous video where I put up a graph, this is basically like a E.L.O with the Harman top of the plateau kind of cut off, so that 4K zone that kind of gets on people quickly doesn't quite do the same thing. I think it's a much more popular tuning, and I think the E.L.O is popular not just because of its price, but because of the tuning and price combo. This is in that vein. Very smartly that they went that way instead of just doing another version of a Moondrop Harman or something that people have and say, why do I need that in my collection? I already have something. It looks different, but it's just going to sound the same. This is kind of like the E.L.O, and that's $35, and you're thinking that's you don't say that. Yes, you do, because that is a really, really good set, and being tuned like that is a nice thing. Case. Let's go ahead and take a look at the IAMs very quickly. We'll take a look at them more closely, of course. Inside the case, you get a storage case, which is nice because versions prior didn't have, or maybe the 3 came out with a smaller one, about this big, but I think our first 2 and the T2 Pro didn't actually even have cases, if my memory serves me right. So you get a case on this one. Smells kind of like leather, feels like leather. Who knows? Who cares? I kind of do. This actually is leather, or awesome copy. Nice case. I dig it. Cable. Cable is different from previous versions. It's very, very manageable, actually. As you can see, there's no weird kinks. Start at the end. We got MMCX, and we've got no rubber. Oh, we do? You can barely feel it. You can barely see it. Holy crap. That's the kind. If you're going to have it, I want to not know about it, so you know which side you got to deal with, because it is color-coded. Oh, no, it says left, right on the side. Okay. It's got a Y split with the logo on it, and then it terminates into 3.5. So cable is decent. It's not a chaotic mess. That's a killer for some IAMs. Seriously. The EX800 ST by Sony stock cable is such a spider that it makes listening to those until I got custom cable not fun. That's how much a cable can detract from the joy of a listening experience. Let's get over to this thing. There's got to be something down here, and there is. Got one set of foam tips, and we've got one set on here, and I guess that's medium, large, and small of base, maybe, or balanced, and then 3 sets of what would be the other. If these are base, those are balanced, vice versa. So you've got 3 pairs of tips, 6 pairs of tips, 7 pairs of tips, including the foams. They look nice. And the red, which is on the right, okay, I get that. That'll work. Facing down, hook down. Okay, that'll work. So I'm going to do a review of this before I do the TFC, because the amount of people that are interested in getting first impressions of this is larger than that. And the channel's really for the public. So I'll move along with this a little faster, and then I'll try to do the TFC after that. So this is coming up. This is the Tin HiFi T4. This is a new release. It's tuned similar to the E.L.O, which is a massive compliment. I don't care what people say. Harman with a cut off top of the hill, which I think is the better version of it. I don't even know if we can keep calling that a Harman. I think people are sick to death of hearing that word, because how many versions of that same tuning do you need in your collection? So people keep looking for the same thing, and it becomes a point where other people are saying, why do you get something that sounds exactly the same? People say that's my preferred listening. Well, then why do you need multiple versions of the same thing? That's why the E.L.O is popular, because it is a different take, and it's not even really a Harman. I think it's superior to the Harman, because I think the top of that hill on a Harman it gets to people. It becomes difficult to listen for long periods of time unless that whole profile is lowered. Or you take that and then you slice the top of that off. And that's what E.L.O did by accident or on purpose, and that's what this is doing. So I'll graph that to confirm that that's the case with this, like with the other set, and also I'll put the graph in the picture, I'll put the music in, and then we'll talk about how this is and how it compares to the other Tin HiFi. And that's it for today, and I am out.